We begin in the U.S. city of Nashville, in the state of Tennessee, where a massive explosion has rocked the downtown core early on Christmas morning. Police there are calling it an intentional act. They say the blast was linked to a vehicle. 3 people have been injured, but no fatalities have been reported. Several rows of buildings have been damaged. Shihab Rattansi is live for us in Washington, D.C. So, Shihab, any indication of who did this?
Very little information right now. We do now have a more interesting timeline to report, though. It seems that around 1200 GMT, just before 1200 GMT, police were called about a suspicious RV, that is a recreational vehicle, what we call a motorhome or a camper van in the rest of the world. There was a suspicious vehicle parked on a street which didn't have any number plates, apparently. So the police were called. A police officer went to the scene and decided that this was a suspicious vehicle and alerted the bomb squad, effectively, the local bomb squad, to come and take a look at it. While further reinforcements were on their way, there was this explosion. The explosion is linked to the vehicle. There hasn't been any explicit suggestion that it was the vehicle, but certainly that's certainly what people are drawing from the circumstantial evidence. An enormous explosion. We're seeing from social media that people miles away felt the explosion. We're seeing the damage in all the video that's being released. Around 20 buildings at least have been damaged. We should correct some reporting that we had earlier, though, that this was outside the AT&T skyscraper. That's actually around the corner from here, but it was in the vicinity of an AT&T building that's used, which has lots of switching equipment for the local telecommunications infrastructure, also around lots of restaurants. It's a recently gentrified area on the riverfront in Nashville. We understand the FBI has now taken control of the investigation, and we are expecting another update shortly from local authorities, perhaps the mayor or the FBI.
And Shihab, any indication at this point in time from officials about, what the target might have been? Absolutely not.
I mean, we have no information about what it was. I mean, it's an RV. There might have been speculation initially that these RVs carry gas canisters. After all, they have kitchens on board, perhaps. But we have no information. I mean, it's pure speculation right now. All we can say is have the circumstantial evidence that it occurred early on Christmas morning. And in fact, authorities are saying it's very lucky that this happened at a time when there weren't that many people around, just the people who were living in the adjacent buildings, the various loft-style apartments that are around. Only 3 people were injured, not critically, but they have been taken to hospital.
All right, thanks so much, Shihab Rattansi there.